Yeah.
And we're here. We're in Thurman's on the last page or so.
Oh my god. Oh shit. It's
I'm assuming you saw the last page then? Is that where you're at?
Sanji. My boy.
My boy! Get the fuck out of here. Who's loved him?
My fucking boy.
Nah.
Sanji.
This is my moment, Thurman. How many times have I just fought the good fight on how Sanji's better than Zoro?
Oh my god. Oda came back from the holidays flexing.
Yeah, and then already taking a break next week. Do you notice that? Check the lower fucking right, bro. Already a break next week.
It doesn't matter. This man deserves every break after.
All the break. He should take a year break, bro.
Okay. Oh my god.
Okay. Let's start with the Sanji shit and then work our way back to the Big Mom shit.
Bro, this chapter, oh my god. Like, bro, Sanji, because bro, I'm gonna piece apart why I love this so much. You called this, you were like, bro, we need a Sanji fight. I guarantee you. Oda's like, all right, we've been
needing a Sanji fight, right? Yeah.
Bro, he gave us the perfect opportunity for him to use his upgrade.
Yeah, because he's gotta fucking hide his face, bro.
Yeah. He's just so good. Just so good. Oda is a genius. Oh my god.
They'll be like, oh, that's not a Straw Hat Pirate. That's a Power Ranger, clearly.
Bro, like, think about it. Oda hyped this up. He was like, all right, we gave Sanji his gear now, right? And then people are probably wondering how the hell he's gonna integrate that into his moveset. Now he knows. Oda planned this shit.
Well, of course. Oda's a god of fucking foreshadowing, and it makes so much sense because Sanji is someone who doesn't want to use this, and that was something I was always curious about. Like, will he use it? How will he use it? What context will he use it in? Because he doesn't really fit him, right? So part of me is like, it's a little weird, but I mean, I am interested to see Sanji as a Power Ranger. You know, them Germa fucking traits. It'll be interesting. It really does seem. What I love about Oda is that other mangaka, right? Because they don't do as long of stories. If another mangaka wanted to give someone a power-up, like let's say some other mangaka gives one of their characters a power-up, it would have to be explained in that chapter, right? It would be like, here's this thing, and then it would be this quick little aside, like, I got this thing over here, and it's a power-up now. Oda had an entire goddamn arc for this one moment. Not obviously the whole arc wasn't just for that, but like the entire Big Mom arc. You remember how many people were like, oh, it was a waste of an arc. They didn't even beat Big Mom. Nothing was accomplished. No, they set up the Big Mom pirates. So now when you see the Big Mom pirates invading Kaido's shit, it means something because we had a whole arc getting to know those characters. So now Oda is going to make this a multi-Yonko arc, and he had a mini arc by Oda's standards, a mini arc setting up Big Mom's crew, right? So now when Big Mom's crew comes in, he doesn't need to waste time developing both Kaido's crew and Big Mom's crew. We've already seen Big Mom's crew, and now he can kind of show off the ones that didn't get to do much in the last arc, like Smoothie and shit. So that's genius. Other things that were developed during that arc, like you said, this entire fucking power-up for Sanji here was set up, and just... It's great. It's just Oda knows how to use his time effectively, which makes sense because I know in a recent interview he was basically saying how he's increasingly nervous if he'll be able to finish the story before dying. So like this is a man who knows how to use all of his time wisely because he's trying to fucking finish the story before he passes dead. So
he's only 58.
He's a 58-year-old who's a heavy smoker and drinker who sleeps 4 hours a day.
Oh, well, that doesn't sound good.
He literally said in a recent interview, you can look this up, it was like an interview from like a week ago, he said it actually kind of freaked me out. He said his doctor told him that he might not be able to finish the story before he dies.
Really? Oh my god.
Yeah, it was, I saw it on Joy Boy's server, so I'll see if I can link it to you, but
That's actually terrifying.
Yeah, I know.
That's terrifying.
Which is why I have this personal theory that Oda is... Have you noticed that since the Totland arc, the pacing has been picked up immensely?
Mm-hmm.
I think, unfortunately, Oda might be pushing the pacing a bit quicker now. And some parts of that are good, whereas I am gonna miss kind of the slower build of One Piece as well. Like, compare Dressrosa is kind of like the last arc of One Piece that really felt like One Piece's pacing. You know, like look at Dressrosa's pacing. That was a slow ass pacing, right? Whereas Totland and this have been fucking insanely fast. So I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna go and look at how that was worded right now, so I'm not misquoting it. Hold on a second. I can edit out any dead zones here. So, because it was right on Joy Boy's announcements here.
I'm gonna do that. So, Red has this misconstruction that I hate Sanji. That's not the case. I love Sanji. I just like Zoro better.
I don't think he hates Sanji, but I mean, he's sleeping on Sanji by saying Zoro's better.
Zoro is better, but bro,
no,
that's not
Sanji, if I could pull him out of the manga and have him right here, Sanji would fucking spit in your face for saying that. He would find that disgusting. He'd be disgusted.
I don't give a damn.
You know, Sanji'd kick your fucking ass for saying that shit.
While he's kicking my ass, I'm still gonna say Zoro is still a better fucking character than you, bitch. The best moment ever.
Okay, yeah. So, all right, I'm reading. Okay, so it was an announcement on Joy Boy's server. Someone that translated the interview tweeted out. So apparently Oda is saying his doctors told him that the way his health is, he is concerned he might not be able to end One Piece.
That is scary.
Yeah. Because keep in mind, again, it has little to do with his age. This is a guy who smokes like a pack a day. Drinks heavily and gets less than 4 hours of sleep every night. Takes no breaks. So you got to understand what that does to someone. Now, from what I understand from his author comments, he has been trying to be better a lot, and because he wants to finish the story, you know, he cares more about. He's the kind of guy that cares more about his story than himself. So like he was talking about trying to like run more. I remember in one of his author comments, he was talking about trying to quit smoking in another one. So he's trying to get better, but the damage may already be done. So yeah, I hope that
he started One Piece in in the 90s. He's
been writing One Piece for 20 years.
Huh?
He's been writing One Piece for 20 years exactly this year, I think.
He's 58 right now. If we backtrack, math. He must have started One Piece when he was in like maybe his mid-20s, right? Is that estimate? Good estimate?
I think it was early 20s or late. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was early 20s.
Early 20s. So 20 years. A little bit. So yeah. So and if he's because we don't really know much of his life, but if he's been smoking for 20 years that much, then and drinking heavily, then that's a problem.
Yeah. So like, do you remember that picture? That famous picture that came out of his desk, and he had a fucking ashtray that had so many fucking cigarette butts in it. It looked like the goddamn Bloomin' Onion from Outback, but of cigarette butts.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Man.
I'm worried for him, honestly. I hope I'm hoping he's taking care of himself, because it's this series. It would be a goddamn shame and crime against humanity if this series didn't go finished.
Yo, Jump's gonna be like, all right, Oda's wife, it's time for you to take up his mantle.
No, you know, Jump's gonna be like, we gotta put him in a fucking jar, Futurama style.
No, bro, they're literally gonna say, all right, Oda's wife, it's time for you to learn how to draw.
What the fuck is Oda's wife gonna do, bro?
She's gonna have to. Wait, does Oda have any kids? Do you know? Does he have any kids?
I don't think so.
Well,
I guess I gotta check. Hold on.
It's time to start making them to continue.
Fuck a baby into her right now. All right, let's see here. Oda.
Son, you will continue on with One Piece. You will be the saving grace. The baby starts like riding.
No, he does. 3. He has 2 children. 2 children.
Oh, there you go. There's our saving grace.
Well, here's the thing. Oda's clearly a guy who has all of his fucking notes in a vault somewhere, okay? So, I mean, like, someone's got to fucking get in them, motherfuckers. I'm nervous.
Do you know how much that would sell notes from One Piece of Oda?
Bro, it'd be like buying the goddamn Declaration of Independence. Like, it's like, okay, you ever see those Nicolas Cage movies where they fucking sneak in to steal the original Declaration of Independence?
Yeah.
That'd be like the Japanese version of that would be some fucking thief breaking into Ichiro Oda's office and fucking like stealing the One Piece documents. Like that'd be a whole fucking movie. They'd have like laser security bots and shit.
I'd watch it. I'd watch it.
Oh my god, that's what the One Piece is? And then some dude comes and snipes him in the back of the head. Like, you must never know.
You must never.
The world isn't ready for this.
Oh,
anyway,
man.
so let's talk about, just before we get to the Big Mom shit, because we really gotta save that, okay? The Sanji shit, how do you think this is gonna go down? Okay, he's fighting a goddamn dinosaur, page 1 to be exact, and more are on the way. He has to try to take him out before Hawkins and everyone else arrives, although even if Hawkins and everyone else arrives, they're not gonna know about Sanji's Power Ranger form, so potentially he could even fucking stay longer. So I guess my questions for you are, how much do you think this is going to buff him power-wise? Is it going to be like a massive power buff? Is it going to give him like, different abilities? And how is this fight going to play out in your mind?
So what I think it's going to do is I think it's going to complement his fighting style already, because if you look at the other Germa 66, the gear itself didn't really, to my knowledge, they already had the abilities themselves.
Well, the gear had to do something. Like, otherwise there's no reason to fucking put it on. Like, remember, when they were when they were being like fucking stuck, when they were being like surrounded by the Big Mom pirates at the wedding, one of them literally said, "We're fucked because we don't have our gear." Like, the gear clearly does something.
Yeah, but as enhancement. That's what I'm saying. Because they already had the abilities themselves, but the gear itself, it's kind of something to like My Hero Academia, how the
enhancement gear.
Their costumes, they already have their quirk, but the costumes complements the quirk. Like, for example, Bakugo's like little, he can make the explosions, but he has like a little trigger on the top to send an explosion flying forward, and then there's, Deku has his legs, which has the gear on his feet, which, increases that, and then
makes sense. Yeah, okay, I can see that. I'll be curious to see how Oda shows that, like what different will be happening, I wonder, with Sanji here. Now I'm also excited to see, like, listen, if there's ever a time for Zoro, I know Zoro's in a different town, but like, if there's ever a time for Zoro to see Sanji, it should be now when he's in Power Ranger gear, and he would laugh his ass off.
Oh my god,
But yeah, this fight should be great, and I hope to see, since everyone else is converging in on here, I hope Sanji fucking, I don't know, man. I just hope it's a long fight. Like, I understand you're literally dying, Oda, but don't fuck me out of a Sanji fight. I sound like an asshole. Oda, take yourself a fucking year break, fuck your wife a bunch, go to the beach, fucking drink some, like, whatever you drink on a beach, just chill for a little bit, then come back and give me a volume-long Sanji fight.
So, the Sanji-ness size.
Big Mom!
I want to give us a little side corner to Law in Usopp interaction.
Luffy would never say something like that, but I'm more realistic.
Bro, this is so crazy. Like, I don't know why I like this interaction so much, because it's just so, you can just tell the difference in how people run their crews, right? Law's like, look, he's like, look, even if you get caught, do not tell them about our plan or anything else, even if you die. Yeah. Usopp's like, what the fuck? I've never heard that before.
The plan means more than our lives, whereas Luffy would be like, no, your lives mean more than the plan.
And then Usopp's like,
Usopp was genius. He was like, actually, I'll be sure to tell everyone. And then Sanji's like, well, fuck, I have to protect you now. And he's like, ha.
That's your boy, son. That's your boy Usopp over there. By
the way, this interaction is marvelous, because those are my favorite two Straw Hats right there. And plus Law is like in my top 5 as well. So that entire group is fucking beautiful for me. I'm saying, by the way, as Sanji's fighting, I'm still not, remember I said this in a previous video, I'm still not ruling out the possibility of a Law Sanji combo move, okay? Just shambles Sanji around a bit as he's kicking. It'll be awesome. It'll look like Sanji, they'll be like, holy fuck, he can teleport. Just from the side shambles.
It will remind me of how Fenrir fights in Black Clover. he uses
I'm still
teleportation
thinking
to
fucking
teleport
the
people around.
Doctor Strange Spider-Man combo in Infinity War. It's like magic punch, magic punch.
Any mention of Black Clover, Red's like,
Because
don't
I
ever
don't know it
talk
as
about that
much,
shitty.
man.
he's like,
Fuck
don't
your
ever mention that
shit.
shitty manga.
This
Dope,
weekend,
like,
by the way, Thurman, this weekend you're gonna get my ass in like a 6-hour rabbit session, and we gotta catch up. I'm sick of this shit.
yeah,
We gotta fucking
he's ready.
get it done. Anyway, but
Bro.
okay, hold on. Big Mom.
Yeah, Big Mom, bro.
She's here, bro.
Oh, Big Mom's dead. She's
Oh
dead.
yeah, Big Mom's dead, by the way.
Yeah.
This is how you know Oda's Russian, bro.
That was anticlimactic. Bro, when I first saw that, I was
There's no
just
way
like,
she's actually dead, to clarify, but like,
bro, when I first saw that, I don't know if it's a meme or a video, but it's just like they hype. It's like a in parody anime or manga. When they hype up a big villain, they hype up something, and then it's one shot, and it's like, huh? That's it? It's gone? It's over?
yeah, like the final Ichigo Aizen fight, bro.
She's like, we're here, and then fuck out of here, bitch.
And then Kings just comes in like, whoa.
Fuck out of here, bitch.
Bro, King soloed the entirety of the Big Mom Pirates. Obviously not really. A lot of it had to do with the positioning. They were out of fucking waterfall. But like,
bro, but one thing I love so much about this is that even Kaido was weird. Kaido was like, bro,
Kaido's
if you
like,
let
that's gonna be a full-on fucking war. You stop them now.
bro, I love this. This is a man who one-shot at Luffy. He was like, who was drunk as a fucking dragon, destroying mountains. And he was just like, bro, do not let that bitch in here. Because if you do...
Don't let that bitch in here. Look, everyone has made the assumption that Kaido and Big Mom banged at some point in the past. Like, a lot of people think Oven, like, is Katakuri and... Or, not, excuse me. Oven is Big Mom and Kaido's kid. Like, if you look at Oven's face, kind of looks like Kaido.
I mean, I feel like Big Mom's the only woman on the earth whose vagina could survive that dick.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's be honest.
Because she's an iron balloon, so her vagina is an iron flesh tube. I don't know.
So weird question. Do you think women in One Piece could hockey their vagina?
Only if men in One Piece could hockey their dick.
Like, do you think that's possible? Like,
yes. Fucking Pika did full body hockey. So did Virgo.
Wow. I wonder what the sex would be like.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. If you have a hockeyed up vagina and a not hockeyed dick, that's going to shatter your dick. If you have a hockeyed up dick and a not hockeyed up vagina, that might bruise the vagina. But if you have a hockeyed up dick and a hockeyed up vagina, then you might have some incredible rough play. It'll fucking, I'm going to try to fucking, what would that sound like? Sex would sound like this.
Bro, that is fucking... Bro,
that was a phone charger inside of a plastic cup, by the way.
Imagine the child being born from a hockey.
That would actually just be fucking hacks. Like, oh, I don't want any of the pain of the childbirth. Let me just hockey up my vagina.
Bro, oh my god. This is what you came for, ladies and gentlemen.
Control chaos.
Hockey.
Leave your dislikes if you have no sense of humor. And leave your likes if you do. But anyway, like, Big Mom being dead aside, let's talk about something else I want to talk about. Okay, so we have Smoothie. We have Perarine over here. We got the fucking genie guy. And I don't know if you noticed the page where the whole, like, spread where it's, like, Big Mom Pirates. Look in the lower right. You see who that is? That's the bitch of a sister that fucking was mean to Katakuri. She's here.
Bro, but Katakuri's not there.
You don't know that. He might be below decks or some shit, bro.
Oda knows what the fans want. Oda knows what the fans came for.
You, man. Katakuri and one. Remember all the jokes we made about Katakuri still being in the series? Katakuri fucking. Oh, please.
Bro, Katakuri and Wano. Oh my god. Bro, that's how Luffy breaks out. Katakuri. Bro.
I'm going to show you something right now, okay? So, King of Lightning retweeted something, all right? I'm going to tag you on Twitter, okay? I need you to go look at this right now. If anyone has seen, King of Lightning retweeted some, like, One Piece calendar or something. And what's your Twitter name again? Cartoon Kid or something?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Go look at that. I just tagged it to you on Twitter. That is a One Piece calendar, and it has a Katakuri Wano design.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Where can I get that?
Regardless of where you can get it, that to me strikes me as some foreshadowing right there.
Oda, even foreshadowing on fucking
calendars.
Fucking
yeah, fucking the merch department's about to put out the calendar, and Oda's like, "Hold on, I got another troll."
God, they'll never get this.
They'll never, just like I foreshadowed Shanks' devil fruit in the video game. They'll never see it coming.
Burning blood.
You gotta look at data books, calendars, video games, the fucking, I don't know, smoke signals from Oda's house. Oh my god.
We see a new Devil Fruit and Jump Force. It's canon to One Piece.
Oh hell yeah. No, seriously though. So like, but the fact that like the little sister that was mean to Katakuri is there is interesting to me, right? Because she wasn't like a big time member of Big Mom's crew. Think about that. Like she was not one of the commanders. She wasn't one of like the big time fighters. All she did was like blow darts at fuckers. Like she was not a big time person at all. So the fact that she's there is suspicious to me, considering she played such a large role in Katakuri's whole deal. It just makes me think Katakuri's there somewhere, I'm just saying. Also, come on! First of all, there's no way in hell that Katakuri is that injured from Luffy's fight, okay? We all know he fucking fell on purpose. And it's been, what, at least a couple fucking days, right? You think Big Mom's gonna come without her number 2, Katakuri? Get the fuck out of here. He's here.
Bro, I'm just waiting. I want to know what happened to Jinbei. My boy, I need him alive.
Oh yeah, Jinbei's who the fuck knows. I want to know what happened to everyone on fucking Big Mom's crew. So, okay, so now that they've fallen into the fucking water, what does that mean? Like, all of like, not all of them, but a lot of them are Devil Fruit users. Now, normally I'd say they could pull a Sanji or / Zoro / whoever the fuck. You know how there's always someone that saves Luffy whenever he falls in, right? But who in the hell can drag up that big bitch? I mean, they got the strength to collectively drag her up.
So I mean, the good thing on her side is she can. So is
Fat
it proven
floats.
that
Fat does float?
Is it proven that if that her soul manipulation goes away if it's in water as well? Was that ever stated or proven?
No. We know that the power itself does not go away when you're in water. It's just your ability to control the power. So, for example, in the very first, or not the very first arc, but the Arlong arc, when Luffy was underwater, remember they still stretched his neck above water? So it's not like he stopped being stretchy. His power is still able to be used, but they themselves will pass out and be unable to use the power. So the power can still be active if it's like something that's passive, but they themselves don't have the consciousness to control it.
So what I think might happen is that
like Big Mom will save her or something.
Yeah, probably one of her soul children probably saved them or some sort of some kind. I feel like Big Mom's smart enough to have a plan when it comes to that type of stuff.
I mean, there's also like remember the last time she was saved by. Remember when she was able to walk on the water with fucking Sparrow's candy shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so, I mean, they're all there. So, I mean, if one of them was smart enough to be like, oh, fucking put something under her, you know? Although it does look like she's sinking. I don't know. We'll have to see.
I mean, Oda did the same thing with the ship exploding. So, you know, he does that.
Troll. Yeah, it's interesting, man. I'm trying to think. I'm just reading through the rest of this here. So they tamed the carp, which was interesting. What do you think about... Okay, so King confirmed... I'm not gonna I'm gonna mispronounce it, so he's basically a pterodactyl, but it's like some different kind of pterodactyl, but he's just a big ass pterodactyl. Oh, he's a fire pterodactyl.
Bro, that's so cool. Oh my god. So I'm assuming every one of like the close Kaido commanders have
big shot Kaido people are like ancient zones, it seems to be. Yeah.
Bro. So we have like dragon, pterodactyl. Bro, I need to see either like a velociraptor or a fucking croc.
Bro.
Something.
Dude, Andrew's gonna love this arc when I get. He's a big fan of dinosaurs and reptiles and shit. Oh,
is he at right now?
He is in the middle of Fishman Island right now.
Oof! Wow, many ways.
Oh yeah. But yeah, what do you think about him? Just basically, I had a hard time telling what he did, but did he basically just tap the ship a bit to make it capsize? Like,
I think he Yeah, it looks like it because it doesn't really show. Because you have he's a Paraderdon. Don't tell me it's and he's, so it looks like he just like kind of like fucking
I think he just ran into it like boop.
used his feet. He fucking kicked that shit like a fucking soccer ball. It's
God.
good.
Amazing, bro. I just don't. That happened so quickly. Like, you can't tell me Oda isn't rushing right now. Like, it's weird. That was like 3 pages of Big Mom invading and then being thwarted. Like, what the fuck?
Big Mom's here. Oh my god. I got this, boys. Get the fuck out of here.
Is Big Mom gonna fucking wash up on the beach? Is that what's gonna happen? Like how Luffy did? Luffy in the ship?
Bro, she's gonna. I feel like she's gonna accidentally, because Luffy's on an island, right? Like the fucking. Bro, she
Luffy's
might
on like some special shit. Yeah, like he's in the prison right now. Yeah.
I would die laughing if it turns up like, oh hey, by the way, Katakuri and Big Mom's here.
Katakuri, bro, like Katakuri's got to know his new best friend Luffy. He's got to come and protect him.
Oh my god!
I just need a scene before this series is over. You have to give me a scene where Katakuri and Luffy are just chilling, eating together. Luffy's got a big ass slab of meat, and Katakuri's eating some donuts, and they're just being friends. That's too wholesome to not exist.
That's a fan art somewhere.
I'm sure it is. But yeah, that was fucking amazing. So let's talk about the early shit with Zoro. Depressing as all fuck. Like, these people are. It's interesting to me. They're kind of they're going. Apparently, there's this like ancient Japanese thing. The god of good fortune always like had this weird smile. So they're all like, if we just keep smiling, good shit'll happen to us. And they're not entirely wrong apparently, because they have a Robin Hood-esque figure that keeps stealing from the rich and giving to them. So that was interesting and also depressing and very on the nose, very Oda-like, where it's like, ha ha ha, I lost a tooth because of malnutrition. You don't eat it anyway because we don't eat. It's like, oh my god.
Dark humor all around.
Oda.
Oh man, see, what I love about this too is just, it's like it's from Zoro's point of view, right? Like
Zoro's just like, oh my god.
Luffy had his moment. This is why Luffy and Zoro best friends forever, right? Luffy went into the
Sanji's clearly having his moment. I'm just saying.
But Luffy's not with Luffy though, so yeah. Anyway, you have like Luffy came into the.
What are you talking? They had their moment last arc. The whole I want to go back to the sunny, please take me back. And then Luffy was like, well, it's okay that you're emotional because that's just who you are. And the whole fucking, why do you like Sanji, Luffy? He's stupid. And he's like, but Sanji's amazing. I love him. Fuck you. Your argument's invalid.
Lies and slander. Anyway,
we're gonna have okay. First fucking match of Jump Force. It's gonna be you, Zoro, me, Sanji, and then the audio over that match is gonna be us arguing who's better.
Bro, technically speaking, you could play the beta right now. It's on, so.
I don't have the console yet, bro. I'm gonna buy the console the same day the fucking game comes out.
QQ. Anyway, this shit right here, right? It's parallels. Luffy comes into the what's the town called? Says the town right here.
Unimportant. He comes into a town.
Leftover town. Luffy sees all the shit. He's reacting to all the poor people. Zoro is now having this moment where he's doing the same shit. He sees the fucking misfortune. Zoro's gonna have that moment where, all right, I have to do something about this shit. I have to do something. He even has his own time.
Zoro's giving me the vibe of barely caring.
Nah, fam, he cares. He cares.
Barely.
He had his own Tama. Look at her, giving him water. That's his own Tama.
That's his own. Wait, hold on. I need to look at her. How cute is she? Yeah, she's pretty cute. She's got that missing tooth from malnutrition.
Bro, you already know. Oda has that Luffy Zoro best friendship. This shit right here. Zoro's having his own town.
Hopefully, Zoro's thinking back to past experiences when he was like tied up to a fucking like crucifix for like 15 days and he wasn't able to eat, and he's like, yeah, I know what starving's like. Like, remember that? Literally, when we first met him, he
was tied up, couldn't eat.
These are the things I wish Oda would go back. Like that's the strength of having a long ass series, is that you can do shit like that. Like Zoro fucking starved. Like when we first met him, he was starving to death. Like I want to see that shit. Like that's why like. I'm gonna jizz my pants if we ever get to a point where Zoro and Luffy are fighting, because in the first chapter that Zoro meets Luffy, Zoro says to Luffy something along the line, because when he's like letting, oh, I'll let you go if you join my crew. And Zoro says something like, okay, I'll join your crew, but if you ever get in the way of my dream, I'll cut you down where you stand. Right? So I'm just waiting for a moment where Zoro, like, dictates that, okay, Luffy, you've officially gotten in the way of my dream with your stupidity. I'ma kill you. Like, oh! Like, to call
right
all
now.
the way back to, like, chapter 5 with that, I would jizz my pants. I'd be like,
It's chapter 3. Let's see.
What are you looking for?
I'm back at chapter 3.
Are you finding it?
He's been there for 9 days, and he can't take it anymore.
Wow, you found that shit quick. I should get my first volume as well.
Bro, look at the art compared to now.
Oh
my god.
Hold on, I'm gonna go get my fucking volume 1. Give me a sec.
Bro, this is crazy.
Alright, I got my volume 1. Okay, I gotta find it. Oh, there's Shanks using Conqueror's hockey. In volume 1. Alright. I gotta find it. Okay, let me see where he fucking gets released here. There's this fucking flashback. Right? Yes. Oh, come on. Where is it? King of Pirates, yada yada. I know he said something like that. Here we go. You're, I think, well, maybe this is part. But you are making me become, okay, yeah, he's, I'm gonna be the greatest swordsman. But you are making me become a pirate, so if I have to abandon my dream for any reason, then I'm gonna make you commit harakiri, which I assume is another word for seppuku? I don't know.
So is that the end of the chapter, or the...
It looks like it's a couple pages into chapter 6. That might be a different translation.
Okay, chapter 6, okay, so... Wow, this arc was not kind of long. Bro, just imagine all this shit, bro.
I love how fucking far we've come, man. It's insane.
So let's see. Is it a part...
It's just like 2 or 3 pages into chapter 6.
Yeah, it's the same... But you are making me become a pirate. So if I have to abandon my dream for any reason, I'm going to make you commit harakiri.
Okay, so they took it right from Viz. I don't know what that means, Harry, but I assume something along the lines of, like, I'm going to make you kill yourself. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah. But look at the line. The world's greatest swordsman. That's great. And it's fitting since your new boss is going to be the king. Bro, you cannot tell me that's not best friend material already. Bro. Reading these.
Okay, no, see, we're going into this again, all right? Listen, one of my favorite lines of all time, and like the way the dub actor says it is still burned into my mind, is when Sanji, I don't know if you remember, that entire arc, Sanji was like, fuck you, Luffy, I don't want anything to do with you, right? But there's this part where they start to kind of fucking like, oh, they're finally like connecting, and he's like, have you ever heard the All Blue? And he starts telling him about it. And then, he's still kind of distant about Luffy, but there's this one point where, like, Luffy's about to leave or whatever, and then Sanji's like, he realizes, and he goes up to Luffy, and this is the line I love. He's like, your dreams are foolish, but then again, so are mine. Like, I love that shit. Like, he's just like, the whole time he was making fun of Luffy, like, king of the pirates, whatever, and he's like, your dreams are foolish, but so's mine. So, we're fitting. Like, I love that shit, bro.
They can't handle the power that is, oof,
yeah, but my main point, though, is, like, going back to fucking... This is what I love about this series, man. I can't wait to own every single volume of the series one day and have it all on, like, this massive-ass shelf and be like, that right there is the goddamn best story ever told. The best world building ever told. Besides Hunter x Hunter, of course. But, like, because, I mean, like, but just in pure length and, like, foreshadowing, and it's just gonna be this amazing thing. And the fact that they're like, I'm gonna be king of the pirates, best swordsman, here's Conqueror's hockey, here's Shanks, all this shit set up, chapter goddamn 1, and where we are finally now, it just makes it all so fucking crazy, and I love it. And just lines like that where Zoro's like, you better not fuck with my dream, it just makes me think Oda's gonna do some shit, and I'm like, oh, so hyped for it. So yeah, sorry about that little side tangent. Hopefully you enjoyed it.
That peace.
Try again? You cut off massive.
I said peace.
Oh, we're done?
What else? There's more to talk about?
Is there? I don't know. Let me check. I guess I didn't. It just seems like a weird place to fucking. Hold on, let me make sure.
It feels like the video's been going on for an hour now.
No, 35 minutes.
Oh wow.
We've definitely had longer videos.
This is definitely friendship. When you talk so much, you think you've been talking for 3 years.
Hell yeah. Well, I guess. Yeah, I guess I looked through. I guess that is everything. But yeah, just quick predictions on like where you think. I guess like the fact that Big Mom fell into the water is crazy to me. Like, do you think where do you think that's gonna go? Like,
Bro, she's gonna appear when we least expect it. That's what I feel like.
You're right. She really is just gonna show the fuck up out of somewhere. I hope it is through Katakuri. I hope Katakuri is just like they walk into a fucking mochi shop, right? And it's like, oh, we'll just get some mochi and hide out here. And then the fucking like the dude lifts his fucking hat and it's fucking Katakuri.
I'm your captain now, bitches.
And with that, Katakuri taking his place as the rightful main character. Peace.
Peace.